Hey, you guys, we are here with some other people from the music industry, and I have some local artists who are members of a duo called Southern Call. So this is Sean Trainer and Cierra Bartelt. You guys, will you just tell us a little bit about your duo and what kind of music you guys play, and let us know how this whole COVID stay-at-home order has been affecting you and your industry during this time?
Okay, so yeah, we're Southern Call. Like Jesse said, we're a duo in town, mainly Americana country style music. A lot of our income comes from playing shows downtown and playing shows around the city, as well as Kentucky, just the surrounding states. So this has been pretty hard for us because we had a lot of gigs and a lot of our friends had a lot of gigs too, that have all been canceled, which makes it hard for us to make that income.
Traditionally, kind of in Nashville, January and February are really slow months of for the music industry because everything kind of shuts down around Christmas time and then doesn't really get started back up until around March. So usually things are all planned through January and February, and then March hits, and then kind of when the spring and summer season takes over, that's when all the gigs really get going. And yeah, it really affects everybody from, local artists as us or songwriters or producers, just because you can't be in the same room with people. So even, having people over to your house, you can't do that anymore. So that whole side of it shut down too. And then you can't, go out and play. So a lot of people, if you're kind of a lot of artists go on cycles of, recording and then pressing all their stuff, their CDs, their merch and all that. And then they go out and they play. So right now, a lot of people are just, sitting at home with, boxes of merch and, new music that they might be releasing or they might be waiting to release. And then all the income that comes from shows have all been canceled and kind of for the foreseeable future. I don't know if it might start back up in the summer, but we'll just have to see, depending on where everything is on the end of April going into May.
So obviously Nashville is Music City for a reason. There are a ton of local musicians just like you guys who are struggling and feeling the brunt of this. What are some creative ways that you guys are implementing or that you've seen other musicians implement to, stay present and stay in front of their listeners and their fans? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think social media has been kind of the saving grace for everybody. Just,
it's huge.
Yeah, it's been the way to stay connected. So a lot of people are going to live stream concerts, kind of like, when they were supposed to have a show, they're now switching it to online, or I've seen like album release parties online. So that is a great way to, support people just by like staying connected. And because I think a lot of people can feel really detached right now and really alone right now. And that's one thing that can kind of bring everybody together. I know even some companies like, there's some banks, a friend of ours was just telling us that they're doing like virtual happy hours where they're kind of doing like a Zoom meeting like this and then having a musician come in
and hiring the musician to play on the Zoom meeting.
I know on YouTube you can embed links like just like a virtual tip jar, where I think Facebook you can do it too, where even if you throw in just $1 or $5, it could go out to, how many people, and then you can, you might be able to make $100 or whatever, or and then there's even bigger organizations. Like I know there's a company called We're Here, We Are, and then HEAR, and they're associated with an organization called Music Cares, and they're doing a fundraiser. Music Cares is known for helping musicians when they're struggling and stuff like that. And so all the proceeds to all their fundraisers, and it's all live stream stuff, is all going to, people in the music industry.
So tell people how they can find you guys on social media and follow you and support you and maybe watch for new things that you guys have coming down the pike.
So our Instagram handle is Southern Call Music. I'd say we're the most active on that because they do have Instagram TV as well, which is another great way. I don't think there's a tip necessarily aspect to that, but it's just another way that they can hear us and see what we're doing day to day. I feel like, especially like Sean was saying, people are kind of craving that social aspect right now. So Instagram TV is a great thing to do.
And I think we're going to do one next week. We're going to start, we're going to do a little like happy hour, like an hour thing, maybe try to do it every week or 2 times a week. We'll kind of see.
Okay. So if you had one ask of the people that are listening, if they want to support you and find ways to help out during this time, what would be your one ask to the listeners and the fans out there?
I would say just listen to the music and just, if you find something that helps you during that time, to repost it or share it with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's probably the best way anybody can support, musicians. So, and if you can help out in like a financial way, I mean, that's obviously, much appreciated too.
So we are going to link their Instagram handle down below. Thank you guys so much for listening. Cierra and Sean, thank you so much for being a part of this, and we wish you the best of luck during this crazy, crazy time, and keep playing your music. We all love it.
Cool.
Thank you so
for having
much.
us. Appreciate it.
Stay well.